Smarty, what you saying, Smarty?
No. What are you doing?
Are you leaving Bayern? Or are you fucking leaving?
He didn't even finish his sentence. Will be there, trends real.
Characters.
He ran out of characters,
I've been here for about how many seasons now? 3 seasons. And
Rams will kidnap the ball boy, and Rams will be the guy who like, the champion. Wait. Aren't you a bit old to?
This is one of my favorite moments on these streams, when they found a way to write a bigger message on the name.
International brick tax, guys. It says what is, but guys, we're just here trying to pull through these bombers international bricks, man. So I want to scramble off some interesting stuff for us to talk about, on this stream. So I thought, these are some pretty good, interesting topics. So guys, we're going to talk about Zubimendi. I want to have a little bit of a Zubimendi talk, Zubimendi and Rodri. Mbappe chasing a Ballon d'Or. I'm glad Nomad is here because I just need a bit of clarification as to what he means pertaining to his focus is on 2025 Ballon d'Or rather than learning how to control the ball and learning how to give Real Madrid their first treble and a UCL. And also, we're also going to talk about Tuchel.
The Twitter.
Samasi, thank you. About how Tuchel, aka Tukinski, might be in line to take over the England job and whether he would actually be a good pick for England. Because I think it's going to be a good pick. Because I think Tuki would actually make a good England manager. So, and also, afterwards, if we have time, we'll be doing the dub of the month for September. For September. I remember, guys, tomorrow, again, International Break Tax. We did a vote on the poll. On the other channel, we're going to talk about Didi and Young Philly. So we'll have an open vibes discussion. Samasi, I'm glad. Samasi, please, you don't have to be there. It's going to be it. So we're going to talk
Can we do the tier list that I sent you, the top 50 midfielders? The 20%?
I was thinking of doing that, but the people voted for Young Philly and Didi, so I've got to go with what the streets are saying.
Young Philly over Penguin Review, really?
No, man. And Penguin, basically, it's a vibes. It's complete vibes on Sunday. So literally anything goes. We'll talk Trump, Kamala, talk everything. It's basically a pure vibes hangout on Sunday.
Bring your baby over too.
Kenny. So do you know that I can't view baby oil the same way because I saw it's getting cold now. So every time I look at baby oil, I think of that freaking sickle. But it is what it is. So guys, look, man. Remember, guys, it is what it is. I have my meal here with me. Shout out to cut the check. I'm not going to give you self-promo. Cut the check, biscuits. Enjoy yourselves, meal, drink, and hopefully we'll get through this Bombers international break because I'm building to Duncan and those Bombers losers from Scousland named Liverpool, man. So remember, guys, like the video, subscribe if you're new, and if there's anything you wish to add to the show, feel free to send in a Dubinsky. Your super chats to Dubinsky's help to keep this channel alive, and yes, helps me to keep my OnlyFans and my nightclub escapades funded, man. So shout out to you guys. So before we get into Mbappe and so forth, AK, is your mic working there, AK?
Yeah, hello, how are you doing?
Cool. Oh, no, AK, I'm doing superb. AK, I'm doing absolutely superb. So, AK, I have one quick question for you, and maybe I can set this up and then I'll maybe ask the streets. what makes Zubimendi that much better than Rodri? And how much difference is there between Rodri and Zubimendi? Because again, I'm happy to be wrong, but I just want to know.
I mean, I don't know why you think Zubimendi is better than Rodri. I think Rodri is better than Zubimendi. I think
By how much? Is there a massive gap?
I don't think there's a massive gap, but I think there is a gap. I think Rodri has a better passing range than Zubimendi, and I think ultimately, I think Zubimendi is a more press-resistant player.
Oh,
He is a better carrier of the ball.
wait, hold up. So you're saying that he's more press resistant than Rodri, Zubimendi?
No, in terms of carrying the ball past the press, yeah, I'd give him that. I think Rodri has better goal-scoring instinct, and see, I think Zubimendi for me, he's like if Rodri stopped downloading at 75% and you had him there, 75 to 80%. Yeah.
So okay. So basically, let's say you lose Rodri and you replace them with Zubimendi, is that a fall off? Is that a lateral move? Like,
No,
are you
not really.
downgrading?
No, not really. It's not really a fall off. I'd say like there's gonna be some deficiencies at this point, but I think if I'm Man City, Zubimendi is the closest profile to Rodri you can get on the market. I think he gives you the on-ball stuff that Rodri gives you, albeit he won't give you it. Like he won't give you the passing range and the long passing of Rodri. Yes, wing. I did see Leao cook. Yeah, but I don't think it's necessarily a fall off. Of course, there's some things that Rodri will do better, but Zubimendi is probably one of the best options you can get on the current market.
So in short, there is not that much of a difference between Zubimendi and Rodri. Again, I'm not here to hate on Rodri, but AK, from what you've told me, apart from all you've given me is really passing range. So outside of passing range and like attacking instincts, there's not that much of a difference.
Not just passing range, also physicality as well. I would say in terms of purely IQ, Rodri and Zubimendi are similar in terms of purely IQ. Rodri is a more physical player, and Rodri has better passing range. That's what I'd say.
Nomad, Rodri, Zubimendi, how much of a difference is there?
Well, there is a difference.
How much?
Because a bit, I'd say 15 to 20%. Rodri would be better than Zubimendi, but the thing is, AJ, it's not that Rodri is massively better than Zubimendi. I don't think so, because Zubimendi is really good. We saw that in the Euros final as well. Like, Spain hardly looked different. They hardly faulted with Zubimendi. In fact, some said they look better.
For me, that's me. Again, please, streets, let me be here. This is not Rodri hates. This is not me trying to hate on Rodri or say like Rodri is some loser or anything. I know how good he is, and I would be a brick unless I say he's trash. All I'm saying is that I watched that Euro final, and not only did they look the same, I felt they looked better, because for me, it's true. I do agree that that there are some aspects that Rodri is better at. But in terms of, because you said it, progressing the ball, athleticism, I feel Zubimendi is more dynamic and covers more areas of the pitch than Rodri does. And that can give us...
I would say in terms of like, they have similar types of defensive IQ. I think Rodri is a more physical guy, more physical / athletic guy, but it's not like, it's not a slight on Rodri to say there's not much of a difference between him and Zubimendi.
No,
Zubimendi, you're talking about arguably the best DM in La Liga. That's what we're talking about.
Because what I'm trying to say though is, because the way we're talking is as if I'm hating on Rodri or not appreciating him. Because I'm going to use this word that people do not like. I feel Rodri is overrated. I know, triggering. But guys, listen to what I said. If you're overrated, it doesn't mean you're trash. You can be a tier 2 player or an upper tier 1 or an upper tier 2 player, but just not a tier 1 player. Upper tier 2 is still pretty good. So Rodri is an amazing player. But when I look at Zubimendi, I'm like, nobody is really talking about this guy. And every time I've seen Zubimendi play, I'm like, I don't see that much a difference between both of these players. But sorry, Norman, continue.
Yeah, so the thing is, Zubimendi is even more versatile than Rodri. I think Zubimendi can play as a number 8, but but I don't think we've seen much of that from Rodri. The thing is, AJ, like you said, any good player from Man City is overhyped by the English media because the reputation of Man City, the reputation of the top players of Man City, is directly linked to the reputation of the Premier League, and so they need to hype up Pep Guardiola. They need to hype up Man City, and they need to hype up Man City's best player to protect the reputation of the Premier League because they're literally bit slapped and walked all over the Premier League for 4 years in a row now, and they can't say that they're just decent players and it's a decent manager and it's not really a big club, and the entire Premier League is falling victim to them. They cannot admit to that fact, so they have to hype up. AJ, Kevin De Bruyne is an industry plant. He is.
Yes.
Phil Foden is a complete industry plant.
And he's feeling the effects of that right now. He's feeling the effects of that right now.
Come
Exactly.
on, KDB is not an industry plan. Come on.
Yeah, come on, let's
Of course.
He is.
AK, guys, come on. Come on.
He's hiding in the big moments. He's hiding in
AK,
the big moments.
we've all established that KDB is football's Drake.
Well,
He's
if
football's
there's
Drake.
anyone
let's
on
stop,
Man
let's stop,
City's
come
team,
on,
well,
man.
KDB is that dude on Man City's team. Foden, I completely agree. He is an industry plan.
At
KDB,
least-
come on, man. KDB is that
No,
dude.
at least.
KDB has never shown up for Belgium.
Exactly, and
Never.
Oh
at
my
least,
days.
Look,
at
look,
least,
hold on, no one
Cook.
continue. No one cook.
at least,
Cook.
at least Drake has a global fan base. Nobody outside of England thinks of De Bruyne as an all-timer. No one. Only English people think of De Bruyne as all-timer. He's generational. Sure.
Oh,
He's
yes,
not an
yes,
all-timer.
100%.
He's not an all-timer. So, AJ, that's the thing. Like, I think overall, when it comes to the profile, when it comes to being good at his position, being good at his core responsibilities, I think Rodri is actually better than both De Bruyne and Foden. At his job.
Oh yeah,
at his
for sure.
position.
Yeah, no. Rodri, he's arguably City's most important player for sure.
Yeah,
Like,
so that's why I think he's less of an industry plant than either of them because he's really, really, really good. He is good. He's really good. He's one of the best players at this position. He has a potential to be generational, but still, due to being part of Man City and being alongside De Bruyne, Foden, and being referred to the English media as being potentially an all-timer when he still has a bit to prove, I think that's what kind of gives people an idea that he's a bit overrated, and I think that's a fair assessment.
Kenny, talk to me. Rodri is the clear than Zubimendi, or it's actually a lot closer than that, and people think, there's hardly a difference. And Kenny, don't be an EPL merchant, be a football merchant. Speak for football.
It's not EPL. No, but obviously, I haven't watched. I've watched some of
there we
Zubimendi.
go.
No, obviously, I watched some of Zubimendi last season in Champions League, but this season I haven't watched like a Real Sociedad game like that. So I can't say. But from what I've seen in this, for Spain, I do think that he's a very good player. But there's a reason why Barcelona wanted him, Liverpool wanted him this summer. Even Man City, I reported that they want to get him as like Rodri's replacement again. So like, the clear people know about the guy, but like this, he could have left this summer. For example, he chose to stay there. So I'm like, I think people know about the guy's talent, but I do think that Rodri is better than him. From what I've seen, for me defensively, I've seen him, like I said, the way Man City play, the guy sometimes is like the only defensive cover in the midfield, and the job he does is crazy. And obviously, for me, passing wise, I do think that it's probably better. Honestly, even going forward as well, I think that in the final third, I think it's better.
Wait, Kenny, just like
No. AK Jones. Kenny, continue. Kenny, what are you saying? Kenny, continue. I said continue.
No, but yeah, I think that how do you call it? I do think that I don't think we might say Rodri became overrated, but I think that he was so underrated for so long, and that last season he had that Euros and all that stuff. I think that people went overboard. So the guy went
this,
yeah,
because people were not saying that. Oh, he's even better than Busquets. I'm like,
yeah.
I was hearing. And again, this is why I said people go overboard. Rodri is amazing. He is not in the same conversation as Busquets. He's not in the same conversation as
He
Michael.
doesn't sniff the same he doesn't sniff
He's
the
it's
same
not
table as
the
Busquets.
same
No,
planet,
heck
not
no.
the same
Hell no.
universe.
He's not in the same tier list, but like I said, I don't. The guy has had like what is. Let's bro for City. He's probably had like 4 seasons where he's like been really seriously. Like I think no, I'd say probably the past 2 seasons. That's where he's like probably been like the best player, the best midfielder. He's
Okay,
probably
because
been-
I just wait. Kenny, is Zubimendi in the same convo as Rodri, or they should not be in the same convo?
I don't think they should be in the same convo yet.
Kenny, that's
I
crazy.
don't think.
Kenny, that's crazy.
What do you mean? Like, what?
So from what you've seen on Zubimendi, that's player that you saw in a Euro final coming off the bench, and the player that you just saw today
No,
is not in the
it's
same
just
convo. No. You can be the same convo, but be worse. You say he shouldn't even be in the same conversation. Kenny, that's
there's
crazy.
a different comment. Let's bro. Even you, how much have you watched of Zubimendi? I've seen Rodri doing it week in, week out. The guy has gone 40 games unbeaten or whatever. He's
Hey, this one-
wait, no, because you're all big game player. The guy has scored in the Champions League finals. He's got the winner. Let's not act as if this guy is just some bomb at the streets here. Rodri has done some stuff that let's be some of your favorite players ain't done, aka R9.
To be fair, HH is right about the second.
But the thing is that, like I said, like, the guy has been the most important player in one of the best teams. The guy has won a treble. He was probably the best player on that team.
I give him that.
Yeah, and he's got the winner. Like you can't just act as if like the guy is some bum of the street. Yeah. So
But you know, I love how people go to extremes. All because I say that a guy is slightly overrated, he's good but not that great. That you now take that to now mean he's a bum off the street. How will I ever refer to Rodri as a bum off the street?
No. But the thing is, as I said, Zubimendi, he's playing at Sociedad, but let's be honest, I have not seen the guy in a certain environment. I have to see him in a better team with better and as well with better players.
And I'm so glad that someone even said it on the streets, because some guys say, "Oh, but have we seen Zubimendi? Like, let's swap. Put Rodri in that Real Sociedad team that keeps on getting pimp smacked for players."
That's not a great team. That's not a great way to
Yeah, we don't. We don't know. No, but
no. Because I was saying that is Rodri so amazing because of what is around him and the Pep umbrella.
But for Spain, the guy has been good as well. Like, let's not. Like, he is one of the rare CE players that you can say has been good internationally and for club side as well.
Playing as a DM under Pep is quite possibly the most hardest position to play in football right now.
If you look at his DMs, like these guys, they're no jokes. Like the guys at Busquets, Xabi Alonso, and like Rodri, some of the best DMs like of these past few years. So I'm like, this guy, especially when he comes to that position in the pitch, he knows what he's doing. So he's not gonna like. You have to be one of the best to do that role. And Rodri over the past 2 years has been the best at doing that in the world. So I'm like, I've not seen enough of Zubimendi to say that he can do that.
Samasi, please bring some hate to this convo, please.
I'm not always hating.
Oh,
It's most of the time. Okay. Rodri to Zubimendi, there's a gap, but it's not a lot, HH. Let's face it. It's not a lot. It's like maybe 10%, 15% gap, but that's it. I think Rodri is more physical. I think he has better passing on him. And yeah, that's about it. That's the most of it. I think they're both press resistant, both good.
Wink, did you mean to say he or did you mean to say she? Don't answer. Samasi, continue.
I didn't even read the comment.
Yeah, Samasi, don't. So continue.
So I judge an international team with Spain. It's more the system than the players. Let's face it. He found the right system. The most important player for Spain is not Rodri. It's literally like Yamal. That's if Yamal is missing, there's gonna be a problem. But for Rodri missing, he's not really missing because they have a good replacement.
Monimis, talk to me. Is there a gap between Zubimendi and Rodri? Is there a massive gap? And is Rodri close to Zubimendi, or there's not that much of a gap? Because everybody thinks that this is like a Rodri history, which it isn't. Because I think Rodri is amazing, and he's arguably the best player in his role. All I'm saying, and this is all I'm saying, and I'm being attacked. I don't think there's that much of a difference between Rodri and Zubimendi. Rodri is better, but I believe that Zubimendi does things that Rodri doesn't do. And as I've watched both players, I don't think that's much of a difference. But my name is continue.
Just quickly, did you pull up my AVI first?
No. So continue.
What's that?
That was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. It was basically
Barca
those were
Bayern?
peak left streams. Those were the days of peak left streams.
Okay.
Listen, anybody who wants incriminating evidence of HH, just go back to that 8-2 stream.
Don't. I'm going to start deleting vids. I'm doing it all. I'm going to start deleting vids. But let's continue.
No, HH. The problem with it is that in the DM position, there isn't much between a lot of players, because the DM position isn't the same as judging a winger or judging a striker. Like, your DM is very much based on. Let's relax.
Yeah, let's continue.
No, the DM position is based a lot on the simplicity of how you can play the game. It's based a lot on how consistent you are in your passing, about minimizing the amount of mistakes you make. Because if you make a mistake, then they're straight onto your defense. The positions on the pitch where you don't make mistakes, centre back, goalkeeper, DM, they're the most important positions in terms of being consistent and trying to do the right thing all the time. So the problem is that when you're judging Zubimendi and Rodri, there isn't much between them, because DMs, there isn't much between a lot of DMs. It's very hard to be. No, it's the truth.
Trust me, I will get to go. But I'm so glad you brought it, because whenever I say it, I'm the bad guy because I'm like the easy target. Because all I ask is, I'm so glad you actually brought it into a whole football discussion. What is it that Rodri does that is so truly exceptional? Because when I look at Rodri and I look at Zubimendi, and I just look at what is required of that role, it's important. Yes, it is. But I'm like, can we chill? Well, please continue.
No, but HH, the thing is that Rodri is exceptional. But like, I probably say Zubimendi's a bit underneath that. But the problem with you is that you're dismissing what Rodri does. The thing is that when you are a DM, it doesn't matter how flashy you look or your eye test. The DM position is literally about how consistent you are and how little the mistakes you make. Because HH, I know you're a Chelsea fan, and I know how much you love Claude. I know how much you love Claude Makelele. Let's not pretend this guy technically was an atrocious footballer. He was he bobble touch. He wasn't great. But what he could do.
Did you say a bubble touch? Did you just say a bubble touch?
Makelele had a bubble touch.
Oh my god! That's
HH. What Makelele could
bubble
do
touch is that.
was pass the ball 5 yards, pass the ball 10 yards.
Yes, I admit,
and break up play. That's all you need to do as a DM. I don't need what Toni Kroos does, what Pirlo does at the DM position. That's extra. Like, playing 50-yard, 60-yard passes, that's extra stuff. You don't need that as a DM. All you need really as a DM is, can you run a lot, and can you break up play, and can you pass 5-10 yards?
It depends on the team you play for.
No, it does depend on the team, but judging DMs is very different to judging forwards. Like, when you're judging a forward, there's so much you have to take into account. You have to take into account how technical the player is. How many goals does the player score? Is he a wide winger that hugs the touchline?
Okay, so let me ask this. Is there such a thing as a 9-to-5 DM? Or does that exist?
No,
or does that not exist?
All DMs
are 9 to 5.
DMs are 9 to 5. No, you're laughing. It's part of the position. DM is literally all about
Caicedo's a 95 DM. Caicedo's a 95 DM.
AK, relax. Don't you dare speak on my DM. Don't you dare speak on my DM.
But the thing with Money is like, probably maybe a few years ago, you could say your DM just needs to be like a play, like putting tackles and run 9 to 5.
Yeah, 9 to 5.
But the thing is, like, nowadays, if you look at some of these top teams, like, your DM can't just be that. You need to be able to drop deep.
No.
When you're passing at the back, when your defenders getting pressed, you need to be able to come, act as a third defender, even get the ball directly from your goalkeeper, Like
No,
under
DMs
under
are
pressure,
asked
not
to
that stuff.
do. No, DMs are still. I agree with Kenny. DMs are asked to do more. Can you take that comment off the screen, please? I need to concentrate. No, I agree with you, Kenny. DMs are asked to do more, but it's all compared to football within the time. Everyone's playing out from the back, so DMs are asked to play out from the back. But at the same time, so are centre backs, so are left backs, so are right backs. So back in the day, DM, centre back, left back, right back didn't have to play out from the back. Now all of them have to play out from the back. So I don't think it's just a DM thing. It's a football thing. Football's evolved with the times. HH, are you all right? Okay.
He's choking. Someone save him.
No, all right,
That's crazy, man.
No, also cool. I agree with you, Kenny, but like football's comparative within the times. Now teams are asked to play out from the back, and everyone has to play out from the back. And here's the thing: we're still in an age of football where, despite you asking for all these things, not everybody can do it. Like playing out from the back.
Hold on. So is Rice a DM?
Yeah.
I'd say yes.
Is it okay? No. Because I don't. No. We have to be. Well, I don't want to say. I'd say. Is he a okay? Money Mace. Hello, my name is Halfo. What is hold on. What is Declan Rice's role for Arsenal?
This is so difficult to say because modern football, there's no such thing as a set position on the pitch. There is actually no such thing as a set position on the pitch in modern football.
I got a question for you, Money Mace.
Yeah.
Sorry. Would you say he's a traditional number 6, Declan Rice?
No,
Rice was a traditional number 6.
Just a bona fide 6. Just a bona fide 6.
A ball winning type midfielder.
Tackles, simple.
No,
for me,
yeah, he's a ball winner. But the problem is that you go look at him, bro. The guy scored 10 goals last season. Go look 15, 20 years back. No DM scores 10 goals. Yeah,
then he's not a traditional 6 then. Yeah.
But at the same time, Rodri scored 10 goals.
So what is Rice? What is his role?
No, but HH, this is my point. I think Rice is a DM, but Rice scored. But DM is so complex than just.
No. Wait. You can be a DM and still score.
He's a 6.
So all because he scores goals doesn't negate him being a DM.
DMs 10, 20 years ago could not even dream of scoring 10 goals in just the league.
But look.
Even Rodri scored 10 goals in the league.
Okay, what's it called? Salah is a winger. 20 years ago, were we expecting Giggs or Robert Pires to score 20 goals a season? Heck no. So the winger has evolved.
You're not understanding it. Like there are so many different positional ways of building up today. Like people build with 2 DMs. There's not just one DM in a team. Like Arsenal build with Rice and Partey, the 2 DMs.
Because for example, would you say Rico Lewis is a fullback?
Not really. No.
He plays in midfield.
He's a midfield. Exactly. I'll tell you this, and this is a fact. In the academy, when he was coming up, he was a midfielder. He is a midfielder traditionally. He plays
Rico Lewis is basically the perfect Pep system player. Like he plays midfield, fullback, all that. Like there is no
traditional football.
He came up the ranks as a midfielder.
But this is football nowadays. You can't get away with Makeleles and Ji-Sung Parks that just run around and play.
How? Okay. No, he wasn't. No, but Ji-Sung Park was a 995.
He was a baller.
And Ji-Sung Park was arguably Ji-Sung Park was arguably the greatest 9-to-5 player we've ever seen.
Relax.
Arguably the greatest 9-to-5 player we've ever seen. Wait, what do you mean relax? No, that's a compliment.
No, he was.
No, that's a compliment. He was arguably the greatest 9-to-5 player we've ever seen.
He was, but it was not.
He's right. No. Just quickly. HH is completely right. People forget this whole man-marking stuff. It started with Ji-Sung Park, Man-marking started with Ji-Sung. Ji-Sung Park was the first player I've ever seen have a task in a football match, where his job was to just stand on a player. Not even get the ball, not even pass it. Your job is to literally just stand on Pirlo the entire time and mark him. Not involved in the build-up, not involved in the transition for Man United. Like, he was just literally tasked to run around and be annoying.
He did.
Okay, so Abdallah, perfectly here. Now take it dozen. We'll move on to the next thing. City fan, tell us why Rodri is way better than Zubimendi and any other player in his position.
I think it's not a really fair comparison in terms of not the ability. I'll explain. Okay. Rodri is not a 6. My fan base, and we've analysed Rodri, he is not a traditional number 6, nor is he a number 6. He is a deep 8. He is a deep 8. The way he plays, he is a deep 8. Because the way he plays, that's not how a 6 you expect to play like that. So the way he goes forward, the way he scores goals, the way he defends. For me, I think when we were linked with Zubimendi, it was rubbished with all the ITKs and stuff like that. They said because we want a specific number 6 that not only just does the baseline of just defending. I think this is a perfect scenario because it will, once Rodri comes back, or I think it will allow the license for Rodri to play as a number 8 properly, to go forward while Zubimendi covers the defense.
Wait, so what's your team do?
Traditional people keep talking about.
Hypothetically, there's no guarantee we're going to get him. I'm just saying, it's.
Wait. Abdallah, if you put down 100 million so that which you can find under your pillow.
Why? Why would we pay 100 mil when the release clause is 50 million?
It's called we want him now. It's called an emergency. If Rodri is so important to you, and because you want to beat more money Messi's team, you'll be like, bro, we want him now. 100 mil, take it or leave it. Unless that are stupid, of course they'll take 100 mil.
He has a release clause.
First of all, I am
Kenny.
That's not
Wait, hold on. What's the release clause, guys? What's the release clause for Zubimendi? How much is it?
50 million euros.
Bro, Liverpool
take 90, keep the change.
Liverpool paid 60 and got rejected, so it's not just.
Did you hear what I said? Take 100, keep the change.
Keep the change. That's the player that rejected them. It wasn't the club.
Why would you want to go Liverpool?
Don't do that. No. But you go. Okay. So Abdallah. So again, you have to tell us what is it that makes Rodri so special then, and why is he way better than Zubimendi, and why are Rodri Zubimendi comparisons by myself outlandish?
One is one-dimensional, the other isn't.
What?
Zubimendi is one-dimensional.
Zubimendi is one-dimensional?
That's ridiculous.
Yes, he is. He's a DM. He's just a DM. That's it.
My God.
How?
Yay! Mugbe.
It's a fact. I explained to you. You've seen Rodri.
No. Have you seen Zubimendi play? That guy is the furthest thing from one-dimensional. Basically, you only have to watch one game of Zubimendi to know that the guy is the last thing. The last thing I thought you'd say is one-dimensional.
He's a top-class DM, but he's nothing more than that. He is nothing more than that.
Middle class. So
he's doing the typical thing of criticizing Zubimendi to protect Rodri. That's all.
Wait. Can I just address something real quick? Hold on. Hold on. People in Twitter said, "Oh, how much of Zubimendi have you watched?" I only need to watch one game of someone to assess. Oh, this is that kind of a player. So literally, the moment I saw Zubimendi play 30-40 minutes. I know what the.
No, that's not enough.
No. Kenny, wait. Listen to what I'm saying. There is a thing of can you maintain? There's a thing of consistency. How good are you? But you can get the characteristic of a player, the personality of a player by watching one game. I'm like, oh, this is athleticism, dynamism. This is what he does. This is how he likes to play. These are his preferences when he's on the ball. You can get a characteristic idea of a player. Now, the next thing is, can you maintain the consistency? How good can you play in the level? That's a whole different thing that Rodri has in his bag. But in terms of your player ID,
you can't judge from one game.
Wait. Money, I'm old school. Okay, so all you new school who scored guys like who scored soccer team center goal. I'm old school.
Can I say
no,
something?
but-
Can I say
AK,
something?
You're 1 years old.
AK, you were born this morning. AK, you're the last person to even say anything to me because AK, you're part of
Aren't you younger than me? Aren't you younger than me? Aren't you younger than me?
45
Aren't you younger than me?
No, but
Yes, yeah, I am actually. I am.
But the thing that with this traditional or the guy that can only play DM nowadays, most midfielder, there's none of if you call traditional guys that can only play one
You have
role.
to play
Nowadays,
both 6 and 8 these days.
yeah, like most guys that are either 6/8 or they're like 8/10s. Like you can't just there's none of these just I'm just a 6 and that. Like, nowadays you need to be more complete than that. You need to have more.
The fact still remains. You still need to be good at your basic role, your basic job. Everything else is extra.
Facts.
Yes,
One of
no,
us.
of course it's extra, but I'm not gonna just because it's extra, I'm not gonna say that you're not traditional or you cannot do your job properly.
Yeah,
Sure, but you still need to be good
Barry,
at
there's
your basic
context.
job.
Barry, there's context. There's context.
Also,
Rewind.
Warren,
Barry, YouTube allows you to rewind. There's context to it. There's context.
Also, can I just say quickly? You
Yeah, go for it.
said you can watch one game and judge a player, correct? You said that yourself.
Hey, my name is. What are you trying to do to me?
Whoa,
I'm pretty sure
pause.
after 45 minutes, you said Mudryk reminds you of Hazard.
I never said that. I never said that. What am I saying? See what it is? I never said that. And if you pull up a
You might wanna
receipt,
take off
that's
the- you
AI.
might wanna-
You know,
you might wanna
And
take
if
off
you pull up a receipt, that's it. Monument. There is no way in Grid's head that I compared him to one of the greatest players of his generation.
Somebody find that receipt for me, please.
And if you find it, it's AI. It's artificial intelligence. So shout out to your boy, Mabrice Fairman. Better Beef versus Bevo, and this dude is okay. Is this UFC?
Bevo got up. Bevo got up, man. Bevo got up.
Is this UFC?
No, that's it's boxing. It's
Bebo
boxing.
is the guy.
Bevo got up, man. He got up.
Why did they do a wrestling move on a dude in a boxing match? Wait, is it Whittaker or something?
Are you talking about the Whittaker thing?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Whittaker faked it. He was getting pieced up the entire fight.
Lord.
Bevo got up.
Shout out to Wing, member for 33 months. Kovacic recent goals from the Rodri position. Pep. Hey, look,
Yeah, because
that's
he's
Come
an 8.
man,
He's
come
an
on,
8.
man.
Kovacic ain't gonna respect that. Kovacic is not a goal scorer. And me and Kenny would know.
Three
No,
goals.
but for
He's
example,
scored more goals than
Kovacic is an 8 that can play 6. People, it's not traditional.
But Kenny, Kovacic ain't scoring. It's a two-piece anymore this
Yo,
season.
no,
bro.
no, it's not scoring a 2-piece. But
You never know. You
this
never know,
this
because he never
season
did
he's got
before.
3. I
Never
think
did
this season he's
before.
got 3 goals already. I'm like,
Okay, hold on. That's in the, okay, so
Felix get a two-piece.
wait, hold on. So Abdallah, if you were to get let's just say hypothetical. If you were to get Zubimendi in January, downgrade from Rodri or lateral move, or you'd have to readjust. If he is the guy to replace Rodri in January,
Of course, it's a down. It's not a huge downgrade, but it's a downgrade. Regardless, it is a downgrade. I'm sorry,
Wait,
it is.
Abdallah.
Come on.
Abdallah, question. If you're going to play Zubimendi in the midfield, and I'm assuming that when Rodri gets back fit, you try Zubimendi and Rodri in the same midfield.
Yeah.
Where does everyone else play? Because now you've got Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, Phil Foden, Doku, Savinho, Haaland, all these players. Who actually plays for Man City now? If you're going to get Zubimendi, because that's an actual midfielder being taken away from the number 10s that you play in your team. I better not hear that Premier League player of the year is going to hold bench.
I'll be honest. KDB will start if he's fit. He will 100% start. If he's not, of course, Foden will play in the cam position. Gundogan is coming off the bench, so he's not going to start. Bernardo, he'll come off the bench. Maybe game in, game there, game that. He'll start. It will be Rodri, Zubimendi, and KDB.
And where's Phil Foden in all of this?
Monimus, do you know that thing that you had to sit on ends in school? I think it begins with B, ends with H. That's his position.
Okay. I was gonna say something else.
Bench.
AK. Really, AK? Really?
Yeah, it probably play on the wing.
AK, let me not.
He's shocking on the wings. I'm sorry. He's shocking on the wings.
Yeah.
No, but this, no, wait, no, but
Shocking.
wait.
It's
This
shocking.
move that Foden does, like, most of his time.
Foden
actually,
is trashy. Kenny,
but
useless.
no,
What did he do? The
but
guy's useless.
So just because he doesn't play good for England, so what? Who gives a shit about?
Hold on. Hasn't the great
care.
Pep
I'm not
been
English.
benching that bomb?
I'm not English.
Has Pep been benching that bomb? Yes or no? Has Pep been benching that bomb? Yes or no?
He's been ill. He's been ill and injured, and he's had family issues. He's had issues with his neighbours.
Shout
Yeah, his neighbours.
Yes, he's had issues.
his neighbor.
his neighbors.
He's had family issues.
No. Abdallah, you had me with family issues. Neighbors?
That's a family issue.
What's going on? I didn't
No. Family issues is one thing. Neighbors is another thing.
The neighbours stole his parking space.
There were two things.
Question.
By the way, HH, Foden is the same guy. Foden is the same guy who at 24 is already saying that he doesn't have a future in the national team.
Hey, okay, look, Wayne, let's look. We're not here to judge. We're not here to judge. We're not here to judge.
Of course.
Three.
We're not here to judge.
Three.
Shout out to Philip, man. Shout out to Philip.
Oh my god.
Three.
At 23.
But like
Were those separate or were those triplets or were those
all I'm
doubles?
saying is that you need one more kid to equal his 12 goals for England. So we're not.
Kenny, that's low.
Okay, so hold on. Okay, so Nomad, is the mic working there, Nomad? Mic working?
Yeah.
So Nomad,
Back shots.
I'm a bit concerned here.
And back shots.
Nomad, now I'm hoping this report is a lie. I'm praying that it's a lie. Nomad, why is a World Cup GOAT who has struggled in his new club come out to say that as captain, he doesn't want to play any non-important games for France, which I take issue with. And his focus,
It's actually focus.
his focus is on the 2025 Ballon d'Or. So Nomad, as a Madridista, how do you take those comments if they are in fact true? Again, we have to put a caveat of if they're true. So if they are true, massive if they're true, how do you take that his focus is on the Ballon d'Or rather than the focus should be on a team achievement, which is either La Liga or the UCL?
He doesn't want to play 70 games a season. He doesn't. And he's spoken with, I know for a fact that he's spoken to Deschamps and said that he's only going to play significant games, either qualifiers or important games for France. And I think he's playing most games, if not all games, because he's not had the best of starts. He didn't have a preseason, so he wants to get up to speed. Once he gets up to speed, once he gets into form, we start seeing the old Kylian Mbappe again, I think we'll see him being benched for a bunch of games in La Liga as well. He doesn't want to play 70 games. He wants to be at 100% form and fitness-wise in the business end of the season.
No, but my thing, no, you didn't answer the Ballon d'Or quote. So in the Ballon, what is your reaction to the Ballon d'Or quote of like his focus is on the 2025 Ballon d'Or? That's what he wants to do.
I think he wants to be a significant player to win Real Madrid any sorts of trophies. So I think he'll be in a short list for Ballon d'Or, because you can't be in the Ballon d'Or conversation unless you won either an international trophy or the UCL. Like, that has been the tradition for a while now. Like, you can give me some league winning bum and tell me that, like Rodri, and tell me that like at least he has a Euro, so that makes a case. But you can't just be a league merchant these days and tell me that you're one of the favorites to win the Ballon d'Or. So he wants to be important for Real Madrid, especially in the Champions League.
But
and he knows that if he does that, he could win the Ballon d'Or. So.
No, but okay. I wanna circle back onto him pulling out of these games and playing too many games, because there's an issue with that. But my thing though is, again, we don't know whether this is true or not, and journalists can twist people's words. But if it is true,
journalists are horse.
No, 100%. It could be true. But all I'm saying is that, again, that's why I have to use the caveats of if it is true. because it may not be true, but let's say it is true. You should not say that. Those words should not come out of your mouth. If it is true, because
I don't think he said
because a Ballon d'Or should just be a byproduct of your focus, being the best player you can be and winning the Liga and the UCL. And the Ballon d'Or, this is a nice byproduct of that. A professional should never have the desire to win the Ballon d'Or in football. That should never be your desire ever.
Again, AJ, we're going to the same thing. We're going to the same thing that happened with Cristiano as well. Like, good shout out, by the way. Like, he doesn't give a shit about proving his haters wrong and trying to placate them. Like, you can think about him whatever you want. You can say whatever you want about him. He shouldn't have said that. He shouldn't have said this. Probably his PR guy told him that Madridistas would really be happy. You know, you haven't performed to the level that you were expected to perform. Like the Madridistas who've been waiting for you to be that old Mbappe again, they'd be happy to see that you're at least committed and motivated to get back to your best level again. And so if you say this, that you would be happy winning a Ballon d'Or and being an important player for the team, they'll be happy. So say this. I don't think that's all this is. Like he did this for the Madridistas to give them a bit more hope that, you know, you're going to see the real Mbappe again. It's going to be the, you know, Ballon d'Or front runner again. And that sort of a thing, nothing more. Like, he's not thinking about, oh, what are the haters going to tweet about me on Twitter? Like, no. Cristiano, him, they don't give a shit about the haters. And I think that's part of their charm as well. So I actually respect him for saying that. Like, sure, like, say, it doesn't matter what you say anyway, right?
Yeah,
it doesn't matter what you say anyway. Like if you're gonna win the Ballon d'Or, you're gonna win the Ballon d'Or.
Because he didn't have him in his top 10.
If not, it's not. You know. What do you say doesn't matter?
Okay, hold on, no, but on this point though, and I've put out a poll so guys can focus on the poll. Should a captain pull out of games? Should Mbappe still be?
No.
Wait, no. Let me ask. So, Nomad, should Mbappe still remain as captain if he is refusing to play games because he doesn't feel like if the games are important enough and he doesn't want to risk injury? Does that make sense as captain for your national side to do?
No.
No, hold up. Nomad, everyone can answer Nomad.
I think that's not up to him. You know, like, I don't think he gets to decide whether he's a captain or not. Like, I don't think he has the kind of seniority
Do you know the
or
power
anything.
this guy has in France?
No, wait. No. Man, forget that. No. You're captain. Now you're captain, you have to act as captain. So it's not about whether he chooses or not. You were made captain. Now, Nomad, you can actually reject it. You can reject it. But you were made captain.
But then if the squad, right, if the dressing room thinks and if the dressing room decides that no matter what happens, he's our captain, like, who are we to say that he shouldn't be that or he should reject it, you know? If the dressing room says that he's our captain.
Gatlock, don't worry. He's not going to be Trump or Kamala Harris for me. So Nomad, I'll ask you again. As captain, do you think it is right for Mbappe to pull out of games because he doesn't want to risk injury and he doesn't feel the games are important? Is that right to do as captain?
Sure, why not? All kinds of players miss games for all kinds of reasons. Like, you're gonna say he must play each and every single game, no matter how they come, because he's the captain.
Because he's captain. No, man. Yes. No. If you're captain, yes.
Not really. I don't agree with that. It's just
No.
It's getting too much.
Here's the thing. No. Nomad and see, no, that's a beautiful thing. Nomad, again, we agree to disagree, and you're right. You see, because this is what I said on my video. More and more players are now coming out to say it's too many games, and I do agree. Of course, it's too many games. As captain, specifically of your country, because you know how I feel about international and national pride. Captain of your country team, you play. Complain, argue, blah, blah, but you play because you are the captain of the team and you should be the first person in camp. Then you should complain and say, man, there's too many games. But you are in camp and you report to duty because that is what the captain and leader does.
The thing is, AJ, I was reading all the tweets, you know, on X, and all I saw was player after player after player after player from the French national team coming out and defending him. That's all I saw. So I think he's had a conversation with the dressing room. He's had a conversation with Deschamps and saying that already I'm not 100%. Already I'm dealing with injuries. So I'm not even going to attend the training sessions for Real Madrid anymore. I'm just going to take a break, and then once I'm at 100%, then we'll see. I think he's had a conversation with all of them, so that's why no one in the French national team setup has a problem with this. No one. It's just a journalist trying to stir up some shit.
Wait,
So
AK,
I can't take it seriously.
Okay, Kenny and then AK. Kenny, go for it, Kenny.
No, but it looks crazy, especially when the guy was supposed to be injured. He came back for the Champions League game. He started the game at the weekend before, and then he pulls out, and then we see him coming out of nightclubs in
nightclub.
Yeah, nightclubs. We see him coming out of nightclubs in Sweden or wherever. I'm sorry, that's a bad
Kenny,
look.
thank you, Kenny. You took the words out. Kenny, that's a bad look. It's a bad look.
Yeah, even if he told his teammate and the coach, I get that. But the thing is that when people say you're the captain, so at the end of the day you're the face of that country and that national team. And if I've been listening to some French media as well, like the guy is getting cooked over there. Mbappe is getting cooked over there.
Oh no, but wait. Did you see that reporter who said that Griezmann is the real captain?
Yeah, no, but no, and the thing is that he's a pile up because basically since Griezmann left, people are blaming him for that technically because they say that Griezmann should have been the captain, and then you haven't been performing properly for the past few months, and then now you're not coming to your national team, and we're seeing you out there in them clubs in Sweden. It's a bad look, and the thing is that even if it's the rest, at least like don't come on, man. Go to the club. Like, come on, just
to be clear, I'm okay with someone else being the captain. It's just that every single player from the locker room is coming out to defend him.
No, but who cares?
They want to play it.
What do you mean? Who cares? He's
Okay, no. Do you think any player? No. Do you really think any player would come out publicly and be like, "Oh my gosh, Mbappe is horrible. What did he do?" No one, come on, use logic. No player will probably come out and chastise him in public.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Wait, hold on. Kenny, then AK, Kenny.
And they comment when they go in publicly, they're probably not going to say what they think. But they've had conversation probably between them, like, yo, you see what this guy's doing. Like they probably had them conversation. But obviously,
guaranteed
outside, like on in the national TV, they're probably going to be like, yeah, obviously he's our guy, he's the captain. They're going to say the right stuff. These guys are major train at the end of the day. But the thing is that, and the worst is that he's not even performing well. Like I said, if the guy was performing well, I think people would let it slide probably. If he was on the form that he was in 2022, yeah, people would say, cool. But the thing is that right now, where you are in your career, you've been underperforming. People have been saying you're underperforming for the past year. And then, like I said, if you do the injury, at least fake the injury properly, like what Vinny done or whatever. Vinny, whatever I said is never. Yeah, we know Vinny technically could still play, but I get it. Players do that every time. But the thing is that you didn't do that. You played the game before, and then all of a sudden now you can't play for a national team. And like I said, we see you in the club. Like my guys, stay at home or chill somewhere. Like it's just, and especially a guy like Mbappe. And a guy like Mbappe, like the guy is an intelligent guy, and the way the guy moves usually is like he's quite smart. I'm like, to get like this is silly right now. Like, and you're allowing people. Like you're allowing people to say like the guys that think badly of you. Like, you're just enabling them by doing that stuff, and he's not even helping you as well get better. Like it's not even helping you get better in the people's grace. Like people are just gonna keep saying like, yeah, you're the bad.
He doesn't care, dude. He doesn't care. Hold on,
let me bring the AK. Talk about AK.
I'll be honest, bro. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm going to defend Nomad and I'm going to defend Mbappe.
Okay, go on, please.
Here's the thing, bro. Like, I know the report you're talking about. I know what journalist you're talking about. That journalist is a piece of shit, man. He's a scumbag, man. It's the same journalist who made up shit about Mbappe, who made up shit like 3-4 times last season about Mbappe going to leave to Real Madrid. Mbappe has issues with PSG and all this stuff like that. Like, it was all false. Like,
I told you he's a whore.
Number one, bro. French media, please don't listen to French media. Please, I beg you, please don't listen to French media like that. as Nomad said, they're a bunch of idiots, bro. Like they're genuinely a bunch of idiots. They love to make stories out of nothing. I'll be real, bro. The thing with the Mbappe nightclub thing, I don't really care. Like, who gives two shits?
No, but okay. Optics and just like football decorum. Should a captain pull out of national team duty because he doesn't want to play non-important games, he doesn't want to risk injury? Is that right for a captain, knowing football decorum?
Wait, what do you mean by football decorum?
So basically,
your team.
Basically, like dressing room politics, your captain and your leader, that's the first guy in training. That's the last guy to leave training. That's the guy that leads training. And that's the first guy in camp. That's just what your captain does. And that's what the captain and the leader of your team does. Yes.
The first thing I will tell you is Mbappe never pulled out of the French team. When the French squad was announced, Kylian Mbappe's name wasn't in it. Deschamps made the decision to not call up Kylian Mbappe for the French camp. He did not pull out voluntarily. I've seen this thing. Like, it's not just Mbappe. It's like all the Real Madrid players are faking injuries or something like that. Like, same thing with Vini and Eder Militao. The Brazilian doctors themselves said these guys can't come to the international camp.
So, hold on. So this is interesting. So you're saying that the French media are trying to concoct this story to paint Mbappe in this image.
The French media do it all this time, bro. Deschamps made the decision to not call up Mbappe. Of course, maybe Mbappe could have said, yes, I'm at risk for an injury. I don't want to play. I think I'm at risk for an injury. Let me take a break doing this. At the end of the day, if you think Deschamps is if you think Mbappe is lying, even then that's not on Mbappe. That's on Deschamps. Because Deschamps, the coach, did not call him up to national team camp. So he didn't pull out. That's number one. Number two, bro. Do you know how many players go on like nightclubs and go on all of these, all of these excursions during like international break? I've seen Sancho do it. I think it was Wesley Fofana do it. I've seen so many guys do it, man. Like, it's not like the biggest deal. Like, well, let's be real, bro. There's no games going on. There's no training sessions going on. This guy's gone to a nightclub in Sweden. It is what it is. It is what it is at the end of the day. I don't really mind.
Hold on. Okay, so you feel okay again. It's all down to you. So as captain, you feel that while your team is playing, you should be at your nightclub rather than, okay, I may not be playing, or maybe if it's, I'm going to still go to camp and support in street clothes.
Wait. Matteo Guendouzi actually said after the match that Mbappe FaceTimed them during the Israel-France game. So he was obviously involved in some way. That I will put out. He was obviously bro, I mean, that's what Guendouzi said. I'll say that's what Guendouzi said. I will be honest, bro. The Mbappe Griezmann captain thing, bro, I don't know what's going on there because I feel like, there's a lot of shady stuff there. But I'm not about to say it, but this is I mean, I don't really get the whole like outward and like all of this, like it's just like so like
okay.
The French media is gonna keep doing this for the next decade because they left PSG on a free. That's all that is.
Money miss.
The problem is that when you're a footballer, anything you do when you're playing really bad then becomes criticized.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's the truth of it. If you're playing bad, you could give Marcus Rashford was feeding children. He's playing shit, and Manchester United fans were killing him. The minute he's playing what?
I mean, a guy is literally feeding starving kids, and because he can't play fishnet ball well, you're actually cooking him while he's cooking for kids. Crazy, but continue.
No, but it's true. Like when Rashford was playing well, everyone was clapping him. He's walking into Parliament. He's got the big, fancy clothes on. The minute he's playing bad, everyone's telling him, like, listen, we respect what you're doing, but someone else can feed the kids. Get back on the pitch.
Wait, just one thing Money miss.
Football fans are weird.
One thing Money miss. Wait, just one thing Money miss. If you
Yeah.
believe French media like that, H, I'll ask you this. If you believe French media like this, what do you think of the French media report that said Griezmann retired because he wanted to see the French team struggle and then come back like Zinedine Zidane? Is that football decorum all of a sudden? Is that
And also, AK, not once have I said that, oh, I believe the French media and everything. I don't believe any
that's
media.
right.
So
That's the whole point. Like these guys, the media just put some stories out of perspective. This guy retired because he wanted to retire. This guy has gone to Sweden because he's not selected for the squad. That's the end of it. There's nothing bigger than like whatever it is.
Money miss.
No, 100%. But the problem is that when you don't have a first touch, when you can't score a free kick, when you're just running in behind, you know, Rash Mbappe, Ketia, all the meme names people want to give him. When you can't play football well, anything you do is criticized. Bro, Drogba is a black man who relaxed his hair, but he scored goals for Chelsea, so no one cared. But he relaxed his hair and Kenny don't laugh.
Kenny, mute your mic. Go for it.
If Drogba was bad, if Drogba was Timo Werner or Nicholas Jackson, you know Nicholas Jackson would get cooked for relaxing his hair.
Oh, no. Why do we cook? Listen, if Adama Traore was amazing, pre-Diddy, baby, like people would actually like roll baby oil on the thing a lot more. Pre-Diddy, if Traore was actually a quality player, but because it's not, we cook him for only his body. So if you're good or bad, it depends on how we now view any of your misdeeds. But
yeah, and for Mbappe, listen, if he wants to go out, party, Sweden, you know, meet snow bunnies, whatever, like, listen, do your thing. Like, no one really cares. You're a footballer. You've got all this money. Just like if anyone else was a footballer and had all that money, I'd probably go do the same thing as well. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But all I'm asking for his sake is that the performances improve. Because HH, there's performances and then there's getting outperformed by Oli McBurney in a La Liga match, Las Palmas versus Real Madrid. There's performance and then there's that. Like, he's not just been bad, he's been terrible. He's been gifted pity penalties by Vinicius Jr. all season to keep his goal tally alive. And that's the only reason he scored goals this season. He's been shocking this season.
Yeah, you need to put some respect on the player of the month, man.
Player of the month. Wait, Oli McBurney won player of the month?
No, Mbappe.
In La Liga?
No, for Real Madrid.
huh? What?
Yeah, Mbappe won player of the month for Real Madrid.
No, he didn't. What are you smoking?
Yes, no, I did.
Nomad, what? There's no way Mbappe won player of the month for Real Madrid. No, you're smoking crack. Heck no. For doing what?
One of their worst players.
No, I did.
Look, my name is continue. Like that's a lie. That's it. Like, but continue.
Fact check it.
What?
No, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. He won player of the month for. Yeah, he did.
That might be enough to induct Real Madrid.
Well,
you know what? This brick is for whoever did. I'm sorry, man. So I'm sorry. I had to drop a brick for that is a brick. Because I thought it was okay. Wait. Wow. My name is continue. My name is.
Well, listen, in that case, Mbappe, maybe everyone needs to lay off of his case, man. That's Real Madrid player of the month.
If that's Real Madrid player of the month, then hey, what do we say?
That's Real Madrid player of the month. Let him go out to party. Let him do what he wants. But honestly, I just listen. 100% Perez is doing that. Perez is already setting up the 2025 Ballon d'Or charge. That's why he gave him the player of the month.
No, and you know which is why. See, if that is true, this is going to be a very tricky season for Real Madrid, especially if Mbappe doesn't keep on playing like this, because it means that he's next to undroppable, and it's going to cause issues. Because if this is not Perez's guy, where Carlo, if you don't work this out, I'll either sack you or shoot you. It's going to be crazy. Abdallah, talk to me and be respectful. Why is Michelangelo on the screen? Oh, guys, by the way, Goat's movie, by the way. Goat's movie.
I like
Goat's
Mikey.
movie.
I like Mikey. That's not Michelangelo. Michelangelo is the blue one. Respect him. Yeah,
what?
Okay,
no,
that's
a break.
No. Let me break. Abdallah, let me let you to this. I have been a Ninja Turtles fan since I was very young. You cannot. Red is Raphael.
No wonder.
Hold on. Red is Raphael. Orange is Michelangelo. Blue is Leonardo. Purple is Donatello. Shout to my main Ratsman thingy. Michelangelo is orange.
No.
Is the black one Mbappe?
Mikey is the orange. Mikey is the orange. Mikey. It's literally his name is Mikey.
Mikey.
Yeah, his name is Mikey.
Mikey is Michelangelo. Jesus.
Michelangelo.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's another bit.
oh my God, that's a slap. That's a slap, AJ. That's a slap.
Yeah. Hold on. All right, continue.
All right. Look, with all the respect, man like him and backblown, yeah? There's nothing he's done wrong. Apart from, he should at least be in attendance for the game. At least, the bare minimum. That's all I can say, in my opinion. Because you going out to a nightclub, and fair enough, you haven't been selected. The least you could do is be in attendance and support your team. Whether they want you there or not. It's simple as that. Because it doesn't make a good look on you as being the captain of the national team, in my opinion. Am I wrong?
I agree. But
be in attendance. Not necessarily fair enough, you haven't been selected or you can't play or you don't want to play. Fair enough. But the least you can do is
be there. Like okay, be there in street clothes, but be there physically.
I'm not even mad that he's not there. He's not been selected.
But the fact
don't get caught, my guy. Like, come on.
No, but why?
Yeah,
like,
you can't get caught.
It's like you can't. I mean, like the worst thing is that they're not. The night your team is playing, you're in a nightclub in Stockholm. Come on, bro.
And second of all, why are you going to a nightclub?
But the shout out to my Swedish girls with BBLs, by the way, but that's a separate issue. So
Mbappe is the bunny offer, yeah.
Can I go on this?
Mbappe
We never
don't like girls
responsibility
anyway.
as an image going on a weekday to a club when you're meant to be just at least be in presence. It just makes no sense. I don't understand. Like, what you have the money. What are you going to gain from a nightclub? Music? Put some earphones. Put some earphones. Come on.
Wait. Did you just say what are you going to gain from a nightclub?
To be fair, that's another break. That's another break. That's music.
Damn bloody fool.
All right.
Cool, you better hurry up, man. Go in this room.
We're going to gain from a nightclub. Seriously. I'm being serious.
Abdullah, let's just okay. So
that's all I got to say.
Okay, Gatlo, go for it.
Okay, first of all, I need to get all the facts here. So let me see what's happening here. Mbappe, we're not talking about his Ballon d'Or mission. We're talking about his France and the fact that he wasn't picked, right?
So no, because they're all sort of connected because the story is, and we've now learned that maybe the French media are actually lying, is that he pulled out of the lineup because he doesn't want to play these unimportant games that could for the risk injury because he wants to remain fresh and in a good position to win the 2025 Ballon d'Or. That is the so-called story that the French media have put out there. And we're just saying that, like, should you focus on the Ballon d'Or? That's an aspect. But the aspect that we're really focusing on now is, as captain, one, should you, even if you're not picked, should you still even be in attendance? Two, on the night your team plays, should you be caught coming out of a nightclub the night that your team is playing while you're the captain of the team?
First of all, I don't even think he should have been captain in the first place.
100%. But Gatlock, he is. But no, I feel you're right. He shouldn't be. But okay,
Yeah,
and also okay. Let's look. Okay, if he's not Gatlock, if he's not captain, who do you give it to?
Don't come with that stuff, Kenny.
No.
Okay, Gatlock, if he's not captain, who do you give it to?
Probably say Theo Hernandez.
Yeah, no.
Come on. Let's be real.
No, we're talking about France there. Like the guy just dropped a hat trick in a. Like,
I don't care what you do.
No.
That doesn't mean you are the captain.
Aha, Gatlock. Wait, hold on, Gatlock. That's the person who's going to go. Wait. See, there are two types of captains.
Yes.
There's a captain where he's not the best player, but he's just the leader of the team, and everybody recognizes him as the leader. The other captain is just the best player. Messi is not a leader. but he's just the best player. So that is another kind of a captain. So what we're seeing from France is that there probably isn't, since Pogba with his whole issue, there's no real leader that everyone congregates to. So the next thing is give it to the best player. If you don't have a leader.
But Mbappe kind of is that, because if you watch the documentary, he was the one that was like leading the talk at half time when they were losing.
Most of the guys that are there, like
what talks? What talks does? Hold on, Chilla. What talks does Philippe Lam lead in the dressing room, or Hugo Lloris lead in the dressing room for France?
Hugo Lloris does.
But there's different type of leaders. Like just because
exactly, that's my point. Yes, Mbappe was the spokesman, but it doesn't make him the leader. Just because, bro, how many what they call it speeches as maybe Fernandez given? United are still shit. How many speeches as who's the captain?
But okay, sorry, go for it.
Gallock, you have to talk about it in context of the game, by the way, because the two players that were more experienced than him in Giroud and Griezmann, that I probably would say are leaders, bro. In that same final, they dropped a disaster class and got hooked, so they can't really talk. Mbappe was at least still on the pitch trying to get the team up. Griezmann and Giroud left at half time because they were both so shit. So it's like there wasn't really anybody else to lead that team because all the experienced players had bad games. And to that point, you then look at your next experienced player in Mbappe. That was a very young squad in 2022. Not many of them had been to a World Cup final. Only a few of them.
Even now, who you'd say is a leader in the French national team?
And the guy was looking long term as well. Like, if we've been the other two guys, technically they retired now.
Giroud and Griezmann.
And Griezmann. And if you're looking at 2022 that time, the guy was the best player. Like, he was their best player. The guy was a vocal. He's won stuff as well. So the guy was
that's very unfortunate.
No. You see, Gatlock, as I'm thinking now, Mbappe is the rightful captain of this team. He is. When you look at the context of the team, he is.
Okay, then France are screwed. I'm sorry. Like, they will be screwed for a while now. I don't care how much talent they have on the team. They do not have a leader. They are going to be screwed for a while.
Okay. So you don't see. Okay, not. Let's just forget this incident. You don't view Mbappe as a leader, a leadership type of person.
He can lead a team in a match, maybe once in a while, but I don't. His attitude off the pitch doesn't look to me as a leader. I'm sorry. He can be a leader on the pitch because he's the superstar. Most superstars usually show up and lead the team if they're going to on the pitch, but off the pitch, he doesn't strike me as that kind of person.
Who's the captain now?
That's it. You guys have already said it right now. That's why I said France are screwed.
Is it Tchouaméni?
Captain.
Is it Tchouaméni?
No, is this Hernandez?
No, it's Tchouaméni.
It's Tchouaméni.
Yeah, Tchouaméni.
You see, Tchouaméni.
Listen, LeBron's back in a few months.
The thing about Tchouaméni is I don't really know how he is off the pitch, or maybe that's even maybe.
Actually, Manu actually makes a very good point, because Pogba is going to be back in match, and Didier Deschamps is actually quoted by saying that it is a great thing for Pogba to come back. Now, I don't know whether he will change it, but it would make so much sense to give the captaincy to Pogba. That makes so much sense.
No,
for taking drugs,
it wouldn't. No, like you just said, the optics. You want to give. You want to give Babalawo drug dealer the captaincy for.
Are we really doing this, guys? Guys, he's come back with more passes. Are we really doing this?
No. We're not giving Pogba captaincy.
It's come back for another hit. That's what it's come back for.
Oh my God. Relax.
Bro, look, do you know how many captains have done horrible things? Bro, John Terry had the captain's armband at Chelsea.
There we go.
About his life, bro.
I mean, that's Chelsea, dude. That's Chelsea.
Okay, look.
Roy Keane literally
for Mbappe coming out of
career and got given the captain's armband at Man United.
What? No. Him coming out of a club. Maybe he should have come out of the club on a different day. On the same day does not really look good. That's the problem.
Gatlock, how do you know? What if it was hip hop? Now remember, Sweden doesn't have too many black people. So what if that was the only night that was hip hop and R&B nights? Because trust me, those European places, they only have one day a week of hip hop R&B nights, and that's it. You know, like I ain't doing no disco, no electronica, man.
They were playing ABBA in there, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. If that was Nicholas
No,
Jackson,
Kenny. No, Kenny. Don't do that. No, Kenny. No. Kenny. No, don't do that. It's hard to find. Especially with what hip hop is, every European place you can find a hip hop R&B club. It's just that it's hard to find it, and it's maybe only one day a week. God, look, that maybe they have been the only day a week of hip hop R&B. Every other day is ABBA and folk music. So what's supposed to do? Okay, so I'm on holiday and I can't go on the only night that's hip hop and R&B. I must go on the next day, which is ABBA.
What took him to Sweden? He can't find another place. What took him to Sweden?
Gatlock, have you seen Swedish women? Especially if they have BBLs done.
Dr. Omar would be the same. That's what I'm going to say.
Kenny, it's called GID. So yes,
BBL is fake. BBL is fake. All those,
if it's done well, it's fine. Samasi, I'm sorry.
You're an idiot.
Wait, there's no need to apologize.
Look, I'm not going to go. Look, what it is, if it's done, it was done well. So I was like, I approved, and I told her as much. But God, look, so basically, so you think he should still shh. So God, look, so basically, you feel that there's nothing much to do about nothing. Why are we talking so much about this?
I think it's because it's Mbappe.
That's a fact as well, man.
You did it to yourself, HH.
No, to be fair, he has a point now. Sweden.
Producer, man.
I'm like, come on, man.
But even Speed went there recently, if I'm not mistaken.
No, but bro, like, no. This comment to it is the literal that's where the embassy is. It's Sweden. But literally, like literally, the snowbody, like the hats where the snowbody contributes is Stockholm, Sweden. Because okay, I don't know. It will sound okay. It'll probably sound a bit like
they have a factory where they're all produced there.
No. It's like that's where the prototype is. The prototype of snowbody is Sweden. Like that place specifically is Sweden. So it's true.
Is that the reason why the Stockholm syndrome comes from there?
Man is the motherland. You guys are crazy.
No. It is. So shout out to the gentleman. Thanks for the man. He's saying he wants to win the UCL as the best player in the world. That's what it takes to win the Ballon d'Or. You can't win the Ballon d'Or and not win the CL. Now,
exactly.
No, it's just true.
Yes, you can.
No. Hold up. But here's my thing.
Unless you're Messi.
Wait, hold up. Your focus should be on winning the UCL.
Yeah.
And any byproduct of that, in football, your focus should never be on winning the Ballon d'Or. Your focus should be on the UCL. And here's the thing. If you're good enough and you stand out enough, of course you win the Ballon d'Or. So the Ballon d'Or will naturally follow if you win the UCL and you're the best player and it's not a World Cup year.
No. To win the Ballon d'Or, you just have to be the most popular player on the pitch that won the Champions League or something.
Okay, if you're the most popular player but you break in the semi, break in the final, you still win it?
Bro, Bellingham is still in
top three,
contention to win the Ballon d'Or.
Look, do you truly believe that they will call Bellingham's name as a winner of the Ballon d'Or?
Rodri is in contention to win the Ballon d'Or.
Look, I got to ask you a question. Do you really believe that they will call Bellingham's name to win the Ballon d'Or? Now, see, if they call his name, we will have a hangout and I will apologize straight to you.
No. The reason why Bellingham is not there is because Vinny is there and he was on the same pitch. That's the reason why. If Vinny was not on the pitch for Real Madrid he wasn't in Real Madrid. Jameson, that's the problem.
Shout out to Talent FC. On back shots getting the Vic Star treatment. Okay, thank you for that. All right. Samasi, is the mic work there, Samasi?
Oh, yes.
So, Samasi, why can't a German manage Winston Churchill's?
He's a traitor to his nation.
What?
You called him a terrorist. Why'd you care?
Wait. Samasi. Okay, so Samasi, he's now a traitor because he's taken a job.
He can't.
Germany.
God, Germany. God damn it.
And see, if you didn't sack him in the first place, he wouldn't have been free now.
Wait, hold on, Samasi, explain this. Why is he a...
No. Especially England. The Brick nation didn't deserve him, okay? So no, HH. It's a terrible move for him because England are not gonna win anything, even with him. And
I
HH,
disagree. I think it's a great move, but Cook, continue.
he's German. He should never accept. Fail with your own England. Fail with your own. He should never accept. He should wait for another club to come by, not Man United. And
Man
he doesn't
United.
need the England job. He's a good manager. He should wait for a good club to want him. And HH, I'm just pissed because if
What else is
Tuchel
new?
wins something with England, it's gonna be Armageddon on Germany. HH, I'm gonna say it. In the past, people would be hung for less. In the past, people would be hung for less.
See,
That's
Smashy,
all
why
I'm
do you always
saying.
have to go to those extremes? I understand when to go to those extremes. Oh, okay, wait, hold on. Okay,
It's
It's
in
a
the DNA.
disgrace. He should never.
HH.
If he accepts it, his nationality should be
wait, hold on, Kenny.
German
No,
passport should be removed. He should be banned from Germany. He should be banned from Germany.
You call him a
Samasi, do
terrorist.
you know how much they offered him? Samasi, if they offered him 20 mil, he should say no because he's a German. 20 mil? 30?
I don't give a shit. Yes, I don't give a shit. He should reject it.
Wow. Kenny, they took and Kenny,
It's
hold on, Kenny. You know what they took did for us in 2021? He did good. Do you believe that took works well for England?
Yeah, I think it works well.
Very well.
Especially when he came in. I always remember the first.
Kenny, are you eating?
Yeah, I was eating. But I can tell you.
What's Ricardo and even Wings. It is your fault. You're the one that always says bring the meal.
Well,
yeah, you still bring the meal. No,
look, yeah, I have my meal. But yeah, so things gonna work. How?
Yeah, I bought my Domino's. But yeah, obviously the when he came in, pause. But when he first arrived at Chelsea,
Kenny, just keep going. Kenny,
when
he penetrated the lines.
Okay, Gatlock. Okay, that's see, Gatlock. Now you just took it over the board there, but Kenny, continue again.
When he first arrived at Chelsea, I still remember where the.
I remember. He I think it was only 24 hours before that Wolves game. Yeah, that
Wolves game. I said the guy was doing tactics on the plane. The guy had one training session, and then the next day, they were already they already knew what the guy wanted to do. So I do think that it would work well in international where you don't have a lot of time with your players. So I think he can get his idea across quickly, and honestly, he has a lot of options. He can do what he did with Chelsea with the 3 at the back. He can even go to 4 at the back. I think that there's a lot. Honestly, 3 at the back might be the best option, especially when you look at the defense that is not the best. And I think he would work well with the 2 guys behind the attacker. And yeah, like you said, in cup games, I think the guy is very good.
And also, basically, do you know why? So this is just a better version of Southgate. Which I think, and I also Southgate was the right fit for England, just that he just was not tactically sound. But this was a more tactically sounded manager than Southgate. So
and I do think that he might be the manager that might be able to be like, cool. He might be able to
bring the trophy, bring it home.
No, not bring the trophy, but at least I think he might do that. Like he might take that decision to bench one of those guys for them. And stop all that stuff about we have to play all our best players, because I think the guy is Tuchel will be looking for balance, and he's not going to be unbalancing his team like that guy does.
Doc, I actually like to say. So, where do you stand on a German manager managing England? Kenny?
All these people, especially English people, German people might be pissed, but English people saying all that stuff. If he wins your trophy with England, they will be the first guy building him
the first.
They will be the first guy. He might even get knighted.
Yeah,
they might give him citizenship. Like all these people, all these guys complain him. If he wins the World Cup or Euros with England, they won't care about it.
No.
At the end of the day,
no. Put it this way: there's a very small minority that still believe that the war is going on. That obviously will take issue of, oh my gosh, a German. But the majority of English people are like, bro, this is Tuchel who won the UCL for thinking, and Klopp. Do you know how much Klopp was loved in England? So they're like, no, who cares?
Even Tuchel, Tuchel is well liked in England as well.
Yes, he is.
Like, and and even he said he wanted to come back to England. So I'm not surprised. And like I said, it's been since '66, man. If he wins stuff with them, like let's go. No England, like it's not going to be World War III because an English German is going to
no one will care.
No one will care.
No, okay, but okay, now. Wait, hold on. I know, thank you, Samasi. Thank you. Okay, Kenny, do you truly believe that Germans will take issue if a German manager wins something with England?
Yes, especially if Germany don't win. So of course they're gonna be. Yeah, you're gonna be. You're like,
I'm gonna be
we have
pissed
obviously they're gonna be pissed, and I would be pissed as well. If you're
on the hangout when Tuchel wins.
Samasi, relax. Waiting.
if you're German and then one of your managers that could be potentially managing your national team wins with another.
But no, Kenny, let's be real. Is Tuchel ever going to come close to that German team, especially with the kind of players they have? Do you think that they'll accept Tuchel and his brand of football? Come on, with the likes of Musiala and Vets.
Which is why I don't understand why England are going for him. You're just getting the German Southgate.
And Gatlo, that's good. That's what Southgate was not the issue. You're getting a better version of Southgate.
Yeah, but HH, you see, at least Southgate had his English. There are still some people that will try and support him in the media.
What do you mean by his English? What does that mean?
There are some people that will support him in the media. Nobody will support Tuchel.
No. But the thing with Tuchel is not as pragmatic as people. He's pragmatic in like these big games.
No. How many
games?
No. I'm going to push back on that. Look, I'm telling you this right now, especially with how close England have gotten and how much they've criticized Southgate. England's main thing, and including the media, is if this guy wins it for us. Now, if he loses, German. If he wins it, they will not give it down.
This guy will get knighted. They will give him citizenship. Like
100%.
You people are looking at this thing glass half full. Okay, do you really think? I don't think they win it.
No. Meaning, the bigger issue that we're not talking about here is that bring any manager. The issue are the players. And the players will always feel the manager. That's the issue. You can bring the best manager in the world. International football is about the players delivering. And these English players, they will always... If look at Kane in the last two finals, the issue are the players. So Tuchel can have the best tactics, best strategy. The players will flop.
Can I ask you a question?
I do agree that if he does fail, yes, and people will not give him time. Like if he does fail, I do think people are going to be like,
why is everybody expecting him to cook under England? We expected Philip to cook under Germany. Nothing happened.
No. I do think that obviously Tuchel, he has managed in England. I do think they get the type of
he has managed the clubs in England. There's a difference.
Yeah, no. Obviously, he's managed a club. But
no. I'm going by his managerial style fits well with the England psyche and this England team.
Yeah, and
it's basically tough to break down.
Germany, it still didn't work.
Who?
No. And Gatlock, why didn't it work? The players.
The players,
because remember, that team created many chances.
2 plus 2 doesn't equal 4 in international football. Trust me, this will not work out well.
We'll see.
Okay. Because my thing is that so Gatlock, if not this, what Lampard, Quidditch.
No, but
I don't know. That's some unknown name.
When you say it's not going to work well, like, are we saying like it's not going to what? For me, I do think
what's grouped.
Yeah, it's not going to get grouped. Like,
it's not going to go further than Southgate, is what I'm saying.
So winning.
Can I ask you a question, AJ?
Yeah, go for it. What is the question?
The thing is, AJ, when you take into account the English stats, that England are like the Atletico Madrid of international football. Like, you're never really going to go all the way. Like, results-wise, is any manager going to do better than what Gareth Southgate did? Considering it's England.
No, because you know what? That's the key thing. To do better than Southgate, you have to win. Don't bring this whole fancy football and get not in the same. No, if the better than Southgate is winning, because Southgate took you to two finals. So the better than Southgate is winning. If you get to the final, that's a lateral move. If you get knocked out in the semis or quarters, you've done worse.
So it's a lost battle.
unless Tuchel can do Dodd and somehow by some miracle win with guys that are not used to winning. Like no, because guys, put it this way: I think it's a right fit, but I just think that England, the issue is not the manager. Yeah. They think that, oh my gosh, if you find the right manager, the issue was not Southgate. Southgate was not the issue.
Okay, what's the solution then? What was the solution? What was going to?
No, Abdallah, it's down to the players.
So bench and bring up what 18 under 18s?
No, Abdallah. The players have got to figure it out. International football is about you've got to rise to the occasion, adapt, keyword adapt, and figure it out. How long did it take Messi before he figured out how to adapt his game to be more effective for international football? So these guys have to adapt.
The thing is, there is no easy answer to this because the thing about England is, I see it every like last year. Now we saw all this in. Let's not be revisionists here. Let's actually take ourselves back to a few months before the Euros. We said Foden, we said Palmer, we said. I don't think Rashford was doing anything then. We said Gordon was doing it for Newcastle. We said all these players is that they have too many players. They should definitely get there. The way they played was rubbish. They were better than most of the teams there on paper. But the way they played, they looked worse. How you have this many players, and the problem is many of them just play the same position in the number 10 or something. Or they usually are just good in the system they play in their clubs. Individually, how good are these guys really? And that's the problem. And I see this thing happening again because now everybody will hype up Foden under Pep. People will hype up Palmer under whoever is playing with now. And so on and so forth. Because all these players are playing well as they've gone back to their clubs. So what happened when they were for England? And all these players came back again and lost against Greece recently. The same players. So I'm just looking at it in the sense of it's still the same players that will play under Tuchel. I don't know what will change for them. I don't know what he will be able to change for them. Because for that to happen, he needs to be seeing them regularly. And that's not what's going to happen in international football. There is no easy fix to this. It's something that has to change in either... I see it as the media and honestly, the things that surround the England national team. Because for Kane to come out and be like, or is it Kane or Rice or whoever during the Euros and say that they didn't win anything either. They can't take criticism for their rubbish performance. The whole culture is weird. And that's the thing that's changed.
Money Mace, Tuki, Rice for England, he's the guy to bring them glory, or England are just cursed? Money Mace. Abdallah, talk to me.
I think they're just a lost cause, in my opinion. They are a lost cause. They are. They're doomed. I generally don't understand. You couldn't win with this generation. Okay, they couldn't win it with the golden generation, but this generation you couldn't even.
No. They said Southgate was to blame. Southgate held the team back.
No, for me, Southgate was a bum. Southgate was a bum.
So he was to blame then.
No, he was to blame, but I wouldn't say wholly to blame. I don't think I can't 100% pin it, but I can pin majority of the blame. I just think England are just a lost cause because they're not going to win anything. Let's be honest. I don't know why people are expecting them to win anything just because they have the talent. Come on, let's cut the crap here. Let's just accept they're not going to win anything major and move on.
Wow. Shout out to Joshua. If a German leads England to World Cup glory, # full circle. Okay, that's a bit harsh.
And it's gonna be Armageddon, Germany.
Wow. Blaise A. Sam Asi, the hypocrite, what language are you speaking right now? I think it's English. Shout out to that. Shout out to Josh. A German gets MBE for World Cup glory will hit like...
Hold on. Am I the only one that thinks that last super chat is stupid? So because somebody can speak multiple languages, how does that make any sense?
To that guy.
Guy. Hold on. Yeah, let me hit that one break. Where was that break? So we're basically saying that Tuchel isn't leading this. Basically, England are not winning any trophy then.
Never. Will they win it?
Okay. What would it take for England to win a trophy, or for Tuchel to win England a trophy? What would it take?
No, I think they can win a trophy. I don't think like that. Let's be real, they've been in back-to-back Euro finals, so I don't think they're like that far. Especially when you look at
They got
the rest of
lucky. Okay.
whatever you want to say, lucky or not lucky, like the rest of the teams ain't that great.
And in my opinion, that was their chance.
That's what I'll agree with you, because if you look at this next World Cup now, so let's say Tuchel comes in. Look at this World Cup now. Brazil are ass cheeks. Argentina look pretty good. So if you look at South America, it's Argentina and Colombia. And that's it, really. Uruguay, all of the older guys that are done, Brazil are trash. In Europe, it's Spain.
France,
maybe Italy, if they qualify for it.
It's Spain, Germany, a reimagined Italy. Every other guys, we've got questions about them. So as Kenny says, remember, this is a young England team who are now growing together as a union. So put it this way.
Growing together.
No, basically England. These next two trophies, this is your best chance to win a trophy. These next few tournaments before Brazil fully reemerges and other guys will ready, because right now, Germany are rebuilding. And Brazil, we don't even know where the heck they are. This is your best chance. Because remember back in 06, bring your Lampards, Gerrards, Italy were OP, Germany were OP, Brazil were OP. There were too many guys that were just on it so much of a high level. England could not compete. All those guys, boom.
Yeah, and it's one of games as well. Like, forever want to say about England, they're poor players, but these players, Bellingham can squad of no have a good decent game. Saka can have a good game. Palmer can have a good game. So this at the end of the day, they still have they have players that can win you a game. So for me, like
win you a game, but win.
Yes,
which big game would they win? They got you to Euros finals. Like, and how many big teams did they play?
And Spain played, even the final. Spain played great, but they scored a late goal. So, like, that game, and when Palmer equalized, like, that game could have gone either way. So I'm like, they've not been.
Spain always had the edge in that final.
And last year they lost on penalties. So let's not act as if like they've been like that far off.
No. Okay. See, I'll be real with you. That Spain game, I agree with Gatlock. Spain were always going to win. That's final, bro. I know. Don't do what's okay. Score your damn penalties. Fine. Saka was too young to be there. If you're a professional, put the ball in the back of the net from 18 freaking yards, bro.
They had a better chance against Italy.
Yes.
Against Spain always had the edge.
Against Italy, they could have won in regulation. Penalties, it's 50. Penalties is always 50-50.
They had the edge, but until late, that game was still 1-1. So that's one. Like the Spain played better, but they still.
Kenny, I'm sorry. That's 2D analysis, bro. Look at the chances. Analysis. I mean, look at who dominated that game. It was always Spain.
At the end of the day, it's a final. So obviously, it's not about if they played great. Like, obviously, Spain deserved to win, but they only won 2-1, and it was a late goal that won it for them. So as much as they dominated, that
let's go that came from the way they played. That was just Palmer's brilliance that scored the goal for England.
Yeah, and that's why I said that. And that's why I said that players that can have moments of brilliance.
No. Okay. So Gatlook. So is that where a Tuchel comes in and actually has a better tactical game plan to try to counter, as opposed to Southgate, who's just hoping for something to happen? Maybe that's where Tuchel comes in. Maybe
in that kind of scenario. But here's the thing: how I see it, I don't see England because 2018, you could say they had the easier route. 2021, similar thing. 2022, they met France early. They got knocked out in quarterfinals. 2020, and they even played better than France. But see what happened. 2024, similar stuff. They got easy side, got the top team, got knocked out. The way I see it is maybe 2026, I see them getting a tougher route. And I don't know if maybe Tuchel can be able to do something. I don't know. It's hard to decide because we've not seen it. We're just speculating. I don't see it that way because I've seen England play good, mess up. I've seen them play rubbish, still mess up. in that game against Spain, Spain were the better team, and it showed with the way they played. You're saying that this guy can have a good game, this guy can have a good game. How many chances have they really had for them to be having the good game? Because one person can have a good game, another person will have a good game, the others just disappear. You're depending too much on all of them having a good game. Yes, they can have a good game, but depending on them to have a good game at the same time. How often does that happen?
No, it's not about having a good game. Like they didn't have good games, but they can have moments. Like for example, Bellingham didn't have a great game. He still have a moment. Like and then this competition is not about having good games. It's about can you deliver in certain moments. And like I said, I think that as of now, I do think that they have players that are capable of that. They have probably more than they probably have more. Like I said, you have a Palmer, you have a Bellingham, even a Saka might be able. So I'm saying they have certain players that at set moment can deliver. So I wouldn't be surprised if next World Cup or next year they win it, because like I said, they're not that far.
Well, we have to. So guys, last thing here is remember. So guys, we're here. So double the month. I'm gonna play the videos, and you guys are going to choose which is the best one. And Samasi, you are heavily featured in this Doves of the Month, so it is what it is, Auntie. So let's go for it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Abris Fair. Samasi went from weed to.
Oh my god, man.
We had tax.
Sam Assi was shaking ass for Atletico, and she moved to an even bigger charity case in Manu. Bellingham fried her.
I still hate to go. I'm still gonna.
It's no comment. Shout out to QC8. Shout out to QC8. Felix not getting in on the reaction.
That is foul.
You see it. The core triple. Let me tell you something. Right. You know what I'm trying to say? I ever going to hold you.
It's Hamza C. That's a double of the month.
Yeah, those are the sayings, man.
So which would you vote? So guys, I'm going to put up the poll.
The first or the Felix one?
Yeah, the Felix one. I got that Felix one.
That Felix one was. Basically, for me, it's between weed to fentanyl and the Felix one.
Samasi was consistent, but Felix was clutch.
I guess Samasi was getting cooked down. What happened, but
No, but okay.
Man United.
Basically, while guys vote, Samasi, can you please? Why did you choose United? What was your reason for choosing United, man?
I got fooled by the transfer window.
She got fooled by Delict.
No,
and Mazraoui.
She saw the money, and as typical, she went for it.
Wow.
No, I didn't.
Wait, isn't that
Man
sexist?
United broke, bro.
No.
Are you calling her a goal digger? Like, Jesus.
Like Hendrix thingy. Okay. Okay, let me say. Do you think Felix will ever stop that joke? Of Felix?
No.
Okay. What if he scores the walk-up winning goal for Portugal? Okay. What does he have to do for us to end that joke?
Yeah, you have to get off the bench, and he's not getting off the bench. So he's still gonna get.
Hey, Kenny. My guy just needs to be given a few more minutes by Maresca.
Let's go. He plays in the same position as Jermaine, like you call him. He ain't getting off that bench. The only minutes he's getting played is in Conference League and League Cup. So my guy is gonna get cooked until like at least the end of the year. Like, he's getting cooked.
So let's say he gets more minutes and he balls out. Do we stop with the jokes? Because I'm trying to think, what does he need to do for us to stop with his girlfriend jokes from him?
Can I tell you, HH?
Nomad.
Consistent GA. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Consistent GA and a major trophy.
Okay, what about Pepe? Okay, what about higher eye test performances?
Well, here
does it have to be GA?
No, because HH. No, because HH. The thing is, that joke, right? About him being a cock, that comes from the fact that people know he doesn't have mentality, he doesn't have character. So that is another in his personal life. That is another outcome of that side of him. Like if he gives you consistent GA, it tells you he's taking this seriously. Like No one cares about you doing circus tricks, hugging the dust line. That's over now. We're over that. We've seen you do that for half a decade now. Like no one cares.
When I grew up, there wasn't anything called GA, but it's just funny how things have changed nowadays.
No, for me, I tell you, it's one of the most annoying things when I hear GA. Because
but
when
the
I say,
thing
okay, I've got 20 GA. Oh wow, so you scored like 15 goals? No, I scored 1 goal and 19 assists, and those 19 assists are Busquets assists. Because there's a Busquets assist and there's like a Piero Javi assist.
Yeah, but the thing is, AJ, you can be 99% on the eye test, right? Each and every single match and play 60 games and still be useless. But if you give me 25 GAs,
Kenny, come on.
like,
Can I continue? I'm gonna beat you. No, continue. No, but.
You can be 99% on the eye test, right? And play 60 games a season and still be useless at the end of the season. But if you give me 25 GAs, at least you're not useless.
Dino, how much?
You're not useless.
How much GA did you have a season?
How much GA
you still had double digit.
Kane gets last year in the Bundesliga?
And is anybody racing Kane?
No, he wasn't. You can't say he was useless. You can't say that. The team was useless.
I'm saying that Dino's GA wasn't astronomically high.
But it wasn't terrible either.
No. But it wasn't astronomically high. But his influence on the team led guys to give the assist. There are some things that GA will not show. You just have to look at a guy's influence on the pitch because a guy could just give an amazing crossfield pass, and that guy now leads the assist to lead to the goal. But you don't see the amazing dribble he does that gives the pass, and that guy makes the pass to thing. So the assist gives the guy. We can't rely on GA. That's base.
Do you think in 50 years it will be called GA?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. How much GA do you have?
If you're a number 10, then fine. If you're an attacking player, GA first. Everything else is a bonus. If you're an attacker, that's what it is now. You can't be an attacker and tell me that, look at the chances I've created. You're not a midfielder. You're an attacker. Give me GA. That's all it is.
Well,
Dino was a number 10. Dino was a number 10, essentially.
Was he?
Kind of.
Well,
he was a wide playmaker.
Maybe it's a wide attacking midfielder.
He was a playmaker.
In his peak year, he was giving you GA. But the performance was like he was giving you GA, and the performance was there. That's why his peak years he did well. We know Ronaldinho can do, but as well he had the end product for sure.
Yeah, a lot of clutch goals.
So shout out to QC8. Who wins this? I remember, guys, the winner of this gets £200. So the winner, the person with the most dubs of the month at the end of the season, gets £200, and QC8 wins this one by 44% by Joao Felix getting in on the action. It is what it is, not London. So guys, remember, guys, we'll be here on the other channel. Half Hope Sorts, Sunday. Smash You Invited, Talking Young Philly, P. Diddy, Penguin, Trump, Harris, all the beautiful stuff. So I'll see you guys there. Guys, peace out. One love.